10, where are you on a 1 to 10 in your rejuvenation? How rejuvenated are you? How good do you feel right now? Are you stressed? Are you anxious? Lane's an 8. He's almost fully rejuvenated. That's a brilliant. Wonderful to hear, Lane. On a 1 to 10, where are you in rejuvenation level? Are you at a 1, an 8, 8.36? I like Paul. I like that. You know where you're at. Tracy's at a 9. Mel's at a 7. Where are you on a rejuvenation level? My massage earlier helped. I'm at an 8. An 8? You got a massage earlier? How awesome is that? Hey everybody, what's up Lauren? What's up Bobby, Paula? Your rejuvenation level is at an 8? Okay. So, let's go outside. Let's go outside. Bobby, you're at an 8? Whoa. So first, you have to acknowledge that there is something like a spiritual rejuvenation, that you have to rejuvenate your spirit. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Acknowledge that a rejuvenation must take place. So, yesterday, I had some friends in town, and they're still here and they're in town, Vince and April. And Vince and April we were trying to figure out what they were gonna do. You know, they have all different plans. When you go on vacation, and you maybe can relate to this, when you go on a vacation, there's so many different things that you wanna do. You want to see all the sights, you want to taste all the food, you want to explore, you want to adventure, you want to get it all, right? So we were trying to figure out what exactly should they do. And there was a lot of different ideas, you know, that I was trying to figure out which way to recommend them. So the first idea was maybe you should go up to Red Cliff, and you could drive up Red Cliff, which is a great little drive. You leave Beaver Creek, and you take the river road that goes all the way to Mentern, which is a little town, and Mentern has a river that goes right through the town. And the river that goes right through the town has all these little stores and restaurants, and it's cool to sit there. There's this little place called Sticky Buns that I love. You can just hang out in Mentern, which then you go 8 to 9 more miles up the road, the windy road that's on the edge of the cliff, that at any moment you could just drive off the cliff and see these most beautiful sights. And at the very end there's this waterfall, and there's this big bridge called the Green Bridge. And you can go into the little town Red Cliff, which is an old frontier town. And in Red Cliff there's one store, there's one hotel, there's one restaurant, and there's like 3 or 4 churches, and there's 253 residences there, people that live. Population of 253, little town. So maybe you should go up to Red Cliff, drive around, go to the restaurant, have some fish tacos for dinner. Then I was like, well, I don't know. That's a good thing to do as a tourist travel. But then I said, maybe it's time to rejuvenate your spirits. And in order to do that, let's just go and let it all out. Like, let's drop everything that we have, all the baggage that we have, and wanting to see all the sights and do everything, and let's just let it all go. So we decided last minute to change plans. And it was a blessing, because I think the restaurant, Mango's, was closed. So it was kind of like, well, maybe we shouldn't drive up there tonight because the restaurant's closed. 1 second. The music was blaring. Sorry about that. I'm back. So what we decided to do was, instead of the tour and driving up and down, we would go to a mineral hot springs. And there's hot springs that you can go and you can soak in the hot springs, and they're really good for your body. You know, they're like healing for the body. And I think that all of us had so many different things going on that it was kind of hard to go to that place of relaxing. You know, everyone had different things they wanted to accomplish, different things that they had on their task list to do the next day, calls to make, you know, different things going on. So we were all like all sorts of pulls in different directions. I certainly was busy, and like the idea of getting in the car and driving an hour and then soaking in the hot springs for a couple hours, it just actually seemed like, you know, I shouldn't do that. What I need to do right now is I need to execute, I need to get stuff done, I need to clean the house, I need to organize, I got a list of priorities to do, I got to make a couple videos, I got to call people, I got conference calls, I have all these things going on, right? So I had this huge task list, and maybe you can relate. You got all this stuff going on in your life. All sorts of things that are causing a demand in your life, all sorts of distractions that are taking place on a regular daily basis, now more than ever. So what we decided to do was forget all that, drop all the distractions, and go just literally soak in hot mineral springs. And it's not like you get there and you're like, oh, let's spend 8 minutes and 18 minutes and jump in the pool and get the heck out of here. It's like, no, you want to go and totally just chill and relax and let everything go. Now, I was there, and this was what the cool part, and this is kind of where I'm going, is the very center of what I'm calling rejuvenating your spirit. Okay, so I'm sitting there, and me and Vince and I mean, we literally laugh 80 to 90% of the time. The rest of it, we're like talking about cool things of the future, reminiscing the past. We were there, and Vince is like, I think he looks right at me and left at his wife, April. And he goes, goodness, all like the phones these days. I can't even believe it. He didn't say it directly to me. He just spoke it out loud. I'm like, gosh, I'm like on my phone, I'm Snapchatting, I'm sending a text, I'm looking at the Heal family group, I'm online, I'm on Skype, I'm in these springs. I mean, what kind of rejuvenation session is this? I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go put my phone away. And the sun was setting, cascading across the clouds on the horizon. And it was setting right over, and it's this cool frontier town. There's a train right there. There's a big river that's just flowing. There's people on the rapids, and the sun is setting off on the horizon. And right there is when the magic began to happen. Because all of a sudden inside of me, because I said to Vince, I made a comment, a reactive comment, not like we were arguing at all whatsoever, but it's a reactive comment that a lot of us do, and pay attention. He made the comment of, wow, everyone's always on their phone. And then I go, yeah, I am, you know, in my mind, I am on my phone, but I got all this stuff I'm doing and accomplishing, and I'm stacking. I'm in the steam, jacuzzi, mineral soaking while I'm handling other things. So I said to him, it's cool, I'm sharing my life with other people. It's powerful that we're able to do this. He goes, yeah, I get it. And then I just said, well, how good can you share your life with other people until you're rejuvenated in your spirit on the inside? So I put my phone away and I put it in my bag, and I just kind of sat there, and I just started to engulf and immerse into the situation where I was at. I mean, I'm sitting at a natural hot springs with minerals, and it's 105 degrees, and I'm got a nice little just relaxing, you know, heat going on, internal heat, and there's a cool brisk air, and the sun is setting on their side, and the birds keep chirping and flying right across our paths, and then it's lighting up this big mountain, which all of a sudden you can see all the red in the rocks, and the sun is starting to beam, and the light's coming on you, and you're just, you know, your hair feels more rejuvenated. The water seems to be flowing ever so slowly before it was moving so fast, and people are going by in their rafts, and they're like, wow, you know, you can hear them and feel them laughing and enjoying that moment. And then all of a sudden you start to see all these things that you couldn't see before. You start to sense all these things that you couldn't sense before, because you've literally cleared out the distractions of your life and became present in the moment. And right as of right now, let's say all of a sudden you're becoming present in this video right now. You're connecting with me while I'm speaking to you, because I'm speaking to you, I'm talking directly to you, and you're becoming more connected right now. You're starting to become aware that there's a lot of stuff going on around you. The kids are screaming out, yelling, and they need food. And all of a sudden you're starting to realize you got to cook dinner, and dinner's got to be made tonight, and you got a big work day tomorrow. You're just getting off work. You're sitting in traffic. And you're debating which bill to pay first. You're trying to figure out which thing to do next. So what I'm getting at to you is, I think if you were to make that decision just to put your phone down for a minute, just to clear the distractions of your life just for a moment, and to become present with who you are in this particular moment of your life. Even if it's sitting here watching this video, to become present of who you are, to become present of what you have to offer others, to become present of your destiny, where you're headed in life. That you could let go of all that stuff, you could clear all those distractions, and begin to rejuvenate your spirit on the inside. Then when you come back into the moment, you come back into the path, you come back into the presence, of your life, you could go on further, farther, and better than ever. See, what happened is after the disconnect, it was easy to go back to the distraction. Like literally almost impossible to just turn the phone off and get away from it for a few hours, because you felt like you have to keep going back to it, keep communicating, keep connecting, keep trying to figure out and solve the next step of your life. What if the next step of your life was already solved? What if you already figured out everything that you needed to do? What if you already had all the bills figured out, all the relationship struggles, completely solved? What if the next project, the next business, the next thing that you were working on that seemed unsolvable, that so many different things, what if it was already all figured out? What if you already had everything done? See, what I'm getting at is I believe that you do. I believe that spiritually, you have everything handled. Spiritually, on the inside, your spirit that wants to just flow, it's already solved all the unsurmountable problems and mysteries of your life. It's that we are always trying to decide and figure out every element of our life. That we do that with all these infinite distractions. At which point do you let your spirit guide you versus the ever-controlling mind, the conscious ability to handle all? The egotistical approach to everything has to happen my way. I'm going to figure it all out. I'm going to make it all happen. I'm going to push through the envelope. Disconnect. Get away from the distractions. Move aside from the actual consistent must make it happen routine. Let go. Let go of it all. See, the magic, the miracle, the blessing was, after that, we went into this, I don't know if it was an hour or it seemed like 4 to 5 hours of reminiscing, of laughter, of new abundant ideas and creativity. Vince all of a sudden starts to share all these stories of things that I literally had forgotten in my life. Times in the past, back in 2008 and 2009, when I was nearing the lowest point of my life. And he said it so eloquently. You know what? At that point of your life, because we talked about our night when we were 18 and 19 and 20 and 25 and up to 30s. And throughout that part, like from 17 years old to about 30 years old, 25, 30, it was actually really fun. We had a great time. We partied, we traveled, we did a lot of crazy things, but it was so fun that it never seemed horrifying and horrible. Then around my age of 27, maybe 28 or 29, Vince said it so eloquently. He goes, at that point, I just wanted to be there to help you, to support you, and hopes to get you out of the situation. Because he knew that I had hit my point, my rock bottom, and I was clearly frustrated that I would go and I would get angry with myself and I would feel let down and it would wear off on relationships and everything around me. So he came into my life and he was just there as a rock to support. During my lowest times, during the times when I actually had nothing, when I had nothing going on. I was trying to make things happen, but I was just frustrated with life because I felt empty on the inside. I knew that I no longer should drink. I shouldn't be doing drugs anymore, and I was wasting all my time and all my money. That I was starting over every single day in a bad way, in a tough and a brutal way. And all of a sudden last night, Vince has this ability to just go into this flow of how incredible all this stuff that we had been through, all the good times and all the bad times, in a way that was literally hilarious, exciting, rejuvenating. See, he was rejuvenating the spirit. He was letting all these things go through him. He was just like flowing into the moment. He was able to bring the bad, the dark, and the light into one. See, our spirits are so capable of handling everything that we have consciously hit the ground with, and we've hit the brick wall, and we've found an obstacle that's so big that we don't know how to get through it. See, our spirits have already gone through it. Our spirits are able to endure. Our spirits are able to flow around it, create a new idea, have a new ability to overcome. What is it that you have done in your life that you've let go lately? That you've decided of rejuvenation has got to be the front point. That the new focus is to rest. That the new focus is to rejuvenate. That the new focus is to forgive. That the new focus is to let go. See, it's all of this is allowing that to leave for something better to come. Allowing something to leave so something better can come. To unlearn what you've learned. To forget what you know. To let go of what hurts you. To find new meaning. To find a new beginning. To find a new path. To find a new purpose. What if you let go of everything and started this day? Today was the first day of your life. See, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Whatever happened before, good nor bad, is here to serve you. Whatever sort of moment that you're held up on and you're stuck with and you can't figure out the Rubik's Cube of the now is seriously in the spirit, which needs a rejuvenation. See, last night, I then had that moment after letting go and disconnecting from all the distractions, becoming present, doing something was invigorating, in these minerals, just like minerals on your body, your skin feels so soft, you see the beautiful sunset, you saw the new colors on the rock, you became more present in the moment. You went to a restaurant that you never went to. It was an idea of go to a place that you never met. You met the owner of the restaurant. His name was Lucky. He owned 4 different restaurants in different locations. We got a better price than ever. The food tasted better than ever. It was this Penang creamy curry vegetable that was better than ever. This soup that was spicier than before, spicier than I wanted, just seemed so tingly. It was better than it was ever been before. And see, I just personally believe it was literally because I allowed the distractions of life to let go. I embraced what I had already overcome in life. I'd already overcome the addiction. I'd already overcome the poverty. I'd already overcome all these things that hurt so bad. So I then was able to rewind and reflect without it being painful on the inside. And then I was able to enjoy more things through my senses. I was able to taste the food better. I was able to laugh much more openly and freely. Now I'm a happy person. I'm feeling totally divinely connected to right now in this moment. See, I don't feel like what happened 5 minutes ago at the beginning of this live feed has too much significant or insignificant meaning in right now. See, I don't know what's going to happen in 2 to 3 minutes from now, and 2 to 3 days from now, 2 to 3 months from now, and 2 to 3 years from now, and 20 to 30 years from now. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if trouble is coming my way. I don't know if problems are headed. I don't know if destruction is en route. I don't know if chaos is trying to attack me and get in. All I do know is I feel rejuvenated in the spirit, that I don't worry about the future. I'm not caught up on the past. I am here right now. If there is anything that's ever so clear to me, it's that you have a spirit inside of you that literally wants you to let go of everything and to come right here, right now. Not to worry, not to wonder, not to regret, nothing, nothingness. Present in this moment, rejuvenated so you can fly freely, openly. All the ideas that you have are stuck in the moment of feeling that you have to solve something. There's nothing to solve. There's nothing to figure out. There's nothing to examine. There's nothing there. It is simply here and now in this one particular thought, this one breath, this one moment is all that matters. Your spirit wants to be present in this time with you, to let go and to recreate everything that's powerful and beautiful in the future. You have a special gift. I appreciate you letting me share my life with you. That was my story. And see, my story is what helps me rejuvenate on a regular basis. Like I said yesterday, share your story of who you are. Go through this moment today in your life right now and where you could go from here. And what you can take from this is that I thought yesterday the most important thing I needed to do was my task list, right? Clean the house, organize, get your things of execution. I even got a phone call that seemed so important. I said, hey, I don't know, I just can't do this right now. It's just not the time. And I hung up, and they may or not have understood. And today when I talked to them, it was so much better than yesterday. We had this awesome conversation because yesterday I let go. Today I was able to flow. Rejuvenate your spirit today. Go on a walk. See something outside in nature. I don't believe the sun has set where you are. If it has not set, watch the sunset. Go outside and look at the stars. Look at the moon tonight. Get your journal out and write something. Listen to a song that's a little bit deeper. Switch to genre. Switch from the dance music or switch from the electronic or switch from the guitar or the country or the rock and go to a different realm. Step into a new place. Have a different conversation with a friend. Just listen to a friend who wants to tell you a story about your past because you have no idea how powerful that story might free you in the future. Listen. Listen a little bit closer. Listen a little bit more. Don't try to tell everyone everything. Don't try to figure everything out. Just let it go. Be free in this moment right now. In the moment that you are free, the future will open up, the doors will fly in wide open, and you will then have this incredible ability to create, to connect, and to inspire others to do absolutely anything that your heart desires. That you could write that book, that you could sing that song, that you could dance that dance by rejuvenating your spirit. Rejuvenate your spirit. It's simply by not doing everything else that you think that you need to do and go do something a little bit different. Tonight's a good night to do this. Don't wait till tomorrow to rejuvenate your spirit. Do it today. And if you say, I have no idea how to do that, Stephen, then this is my encouragement to you. After this live feed in the next minute, I want you to take that phone. And I want you to say, I know I got a lot to do, but I'm going to turn this phone off for a minute. I'm just going to set it down. Go get a piece of paper. Go get a pad. Get a pen. Get a glass of water and write down 2 or 3 things that seem important to you in this moment. And look at those and acknowledge those. And then take that and leave that pad behind. Walk outside of your house. Walk out, get in your car and drive, or walk to the nearest park. Walk to the nearest creek. Walk to the closest edge of the woods. And I want you to go and walk alone. And I want you to start to just clear your mind and ask yourself the question, what is it that you want out of life? What is it that's going to make me happy? What is it that's holding me back? And start to answer those questions that we can't answer while we're trying to always do. And let your spirit answer. Because if you ask the question just a couple times, you can literally just do nothing. Stand against a tree. Watch the grass grow. Look at the sky. Look at the stars. Be a hippie for a minute and just say, you know what? I have no idea what will happen next in my life. But I want the answers to come to me. I want the freedom of the past. I want I don't want to worry about the future anymore. I want to be freed of what was happening in the past. And right now in this moment, I need an answer for the future. What is it inside of my heart that's going to free me, that's going to let me go, that's going to bring me new brightness, that's going to bring me new light? And just take that time, whether it's 2 minutes or 10 minutes or 2 hours or 4 hours. The longer you go, the easier it gets, the better it feels, the more connected you feel. And if I think I have one thing to do, one thing in my entire life, you know what that is? That's that I can help you connect to you. That's it. That you can connect to who you really are, that you can connect to your creator, that you can connect to your idea, that you can connect to your space in time, which is now. That's the gift of life, to connect to yourself. Because when you connect to yourself and you connect to your spirit, all the other things that we've created that have blocked us from living an abundant life can disappear. And we can be who we are, fully and alive in this moment of life. That's it. The best is yet to come. I hope that you do this. And I hope that if you do this, you share this with me. That you put it on here, hey, I just did it. I just found the connection I was looking for. Write it inside. Comment below, I'm going to rejuvenate my spirit. I'm going to go and rejuvenate my spirit, that I'm going to do it today. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. I'm no longer going to try to solve the world. That today I'm going to rejuvenate my spirit. My spirit's going to answer back. My spirit's going to provide. My spirit's going to give me that light that I need. My spirit is going to solve that problem that seems everlasting in my life. It can be solved. Your whole entire life can be completely fixed and rewind and just untangled and rejuvenated in this one moment, right here, right now, forever. And you can go on and on and on with a better and brighter day, always and forever. That's what you deserve in life. Let's do this. Rejuvenate your spirit. The best is yet to come. It's time to heal, my friend. Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day, it's on you.